Good morning. My name is Dr. Reese. Today I'm going to be going over uh, flashcards from Momotrex in preparation for the NCE test, which I will be taking at the end of December. This will be my second time because I failed the first one miserably. Not because I didn't study or anything, it's because I was studying the wrong information based off of all of the information that I was receiving. Yeah. So, um, let's just get into it. Number one, what is small town phenomenon? Some multiple relationships are unavoidable. For instance, the small town phenomenon describes a situation in which the therapist may have come into contact with clients. Now, this could be therapists may have kids that go to the same school. They may belong to the same church. They may engage in the same outside activities, charitable events, things like that. That is what the small town phenomenon is. What is the deontological view of ethics? Number two, Immanuel Kant, most commonly associated with deontological view of ethics. One foundational philosophy developed by Kant was his categorical imperative. Deontological perspectives deal in universal truths, where everyone receives equal treatment. Therefore, when a counselor believes privacy should be part of their service, then privacy applies to everybody, not just one. Um, there is no room for exceptions to the rule, and everybody is treated equally. Number three, what is utilitarianism? Utilitarianism was presented by John Stuart Mill. He believed the consequences had to be looked at in relation to the resulting outcomes. The overall goal is to create as many constructive and positive consequences as possible for a majority of the people. So, for example, DUIs. They created laws for DUIs that may not be beneficial for the individual, but because they are now charged with the crime. However, the greater good is providing safety on the roads, and not necessarily on the roads, but in the vehicles or buildings. So the overall safety of many supersedes one. So that's what that means. What information is protected under the HIPAA privacy rule? Privacy rule under the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, defines protected information as information included in medical record, electronic or paper. Conversations between the doctor, other healthcare providers, billing information, and any other health information. Procedures must be placed to limit access and disclosures. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Number five, what is included in the HIPAA security rule? The security rule requires that any electronic health information be secure and protected against threats, hazards, or non-permitted disclosures in compliance with established standards. It's pretty self-explanatory too. What is the virtue ethics philosophy? The virtue ethics philosophy holds that people with high ethical standards have the ability to make good ethical judgments. This philosophy, also known as value ethics or principle ethics, Lazarus' decision-making model is based on virtue ethics philosophy. The counselor can find that having a strong philosophy of virtue ethics can assist them in their work. So if you have a high standard of ethics, you're not going to have a problem following the rules. As far as like HIPAA, APA, state rules, it will come easier than somebody who is not ethical. What is competence as it relates to counselor? Competence is the ability to do something to a compulsory set of standards. However, This denotes the most basic level of competency. In the counselor's role, competence must be reached at its uppermost levels. This regard for excellence in performance levels follows as the perspective held in virtue ethics. Therefore, the counselor takes on a lifelong commitment to achieving competency levels in their profession. So, one of the main APA rules is you can't exceed the scope of your expertise. What is respect in the counselor client relationship? The counselor must treat clients with respect. Respect involves accuracy in reporting details, loyal devotion, honesty, confidence, reliability, keeping promises, and valuing the client's personal independence. What is accountability in client's counselor relationship? Accountability is part of the virtue ethics philosophy. This means that the counselor takes responsibility for their actions and that of others in their field. Unethical behavior in others can be handled professionally and emphatically. Confrontations need to be approached with respect and a sense of fair play. The goal of the counselor should role play or rehearse confrontations to ensure that possible responses and consequences can be responded to on a professional level.